Hello Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here, and today we're gonna do 7-ish days of Moonlight Peaks. I got really excited when I found out that it was available for Mac, and so here we are. The screen resolution isn't perfect because apparently it's not available in windowed mode, which is rude. Everything should be available in windowed mode. I mean, it is still a demo, so that may be something they're going to do later. Let's see how we go. This is just the demo, so there's no character creation. We don't even get to name our character. We just awake from our coffin and are greeted by Hellkitten, this little black cat that apparently came with us from home. Walking outside, we're greeted by a man who, has to be a werewolf. I mean, look at him. Anyway, he's the mayor of Moonlight Peaks and came to welcome us. Came to say that town is closed for some holiday-related renovations. Pretty sure that's just demo stuff, though. He tells us about Mail and Chester, who is the most adorable little bugger, and then goes to stand guard at the entrance to our farm, which feels creepy, but it's his town. In our mailbox is the first letter from Mom, and she mentions a toad merchant who sells seeds, which is great, since there isn't anywhere else to buy them, and we decide to get planting. This is the third time I tried to record this, so we've already got a plan, which is just like a 3x6 plot, as we've been given that many seeds to start with. Not really rocket science. While digging the garden, we run into this rock boy with eyes. Apparently he's a golem, and I love him. We figure out what the sparkly squirrels on the ground are, and then catch our first bug. Witch bug alternative thing you can catch in a net, and then a few more for good measure, I guess. While going kind of nutty with the scythe, we come across a chest that gives us hardwood, which felt special until I realized that our axe could already cut hardwood, but that's probably also a demo thing. The next petable thing we find on the farm is a chicken who seems to be followed around by pink chicks. Again, this game is adorable. While trying to figure out the controller controls, we accidentally end up being able to edit the colors of the house, so we make it black, obviously. Then, opening the crafting table to investigate, we discover that we need iron bars to make chests, and we desperately need chests. No real reason to panic about that though, because our farm has iron nodes. And our pickaxe is also demofied and can harvest them. On the bottom of the farm is the toad merchant, and he sells a bunch of stuff we can craft, and resources, but most importantly, seeds. We don't buy any yet though. Should probably harvest what we got before making decisions about purchases. Day 2 also starts with a letter from our mother, with more gifts, some of which are some herb seeds and an automatic watering spell. It seems that one herb seed fills all 6 slots in our herb garden, which feels exciting. For now. We make our first furnace and get to smelting iron bars, 1 bar at a time. We tried to have a conversation with Logan, but he wasn't particularly interested in talking to us, so we go back to clearing out the farm some more. Turns out we can open the chest every day, and it has different things in it every time, so that's fun. We have a chat with Hellkitten, who is confused by things wanting to live in water, and suggests we save the fish. No word on how to actually do this yet, and without a fishing rod, our only option is to try and hit them with our net. Doesn't go particularly well, but for the rest of the demo, Hellkitty will not shut up about the fish saving mission. So it seems that Mom just sends us a letter and some packages every day. We make our first chests, which we desperately need at this point. We then go around trying to catch more bugs and turn into a bat. Didn't know that was going to happen. And from the menu, it looks like we'll probably be able to be more things in the future. For now, though, there isn't really anything we can do as a bat, but I will keep accidentally hitting the button for it. We open the cauldron menu for the first time, but for any of the potions, we're going to need dried herbs. We now catch sight of our first rare bug, and that bitch is fast, and we can't run. Valiant effort made, but the flaming skull escapes our grasp, so we catch more normal bugs, and with nothing else to really do with them, we sell some. Not a terrible price, and it is something to do while we wait around to harvest crops. We pet our friends, and then discover that we can't craft with items we have in chests, which sucks, but what can you do? We've got more letters and presents from Mom. This one comes with a spell to grow our crops faster. No need to try it out, though, as our first harvest is ready. And we've been finding plenty of seeds around the farm, so we're able to plant another 18. And then we decide maybe we should try out some spells. It looks pretty intimidating, but it doesn't cost any resources, at least in the demo. So we summon a flying magic watering can and leave it to water our crops. The herbs are also ready for harvest this morning, and we learn that the whole herb garden only takes 1 seed because it only yields 1 plant, which is a terrible waste of space, but it is what it is. With the cash we earned from selling bugs yesterday, we decide to pick up some more seeds and expand the garden. It's a bit of a fight with the well to try and get it to place close enough while not being in the way. In the middle of doing that, we spot another red flaming skull boy. Having learned a bit from our failed attempt, our only hope to really catch it is to catch it on its way by. It takes some doing, but we do catch it before finishing our gardening and then investigating potions again. The only one that'll really do anything right now is the luck potion, but the existence of the iron potion does suggest that the lack of stamina is in fact a side effect of the demo and not a planned feature of the full game. We also go back and buy some more herb seeds from our toad friend. Then we make some more herb gardens, sacrifice a tree, and get to planting. Today's note just says, here's some more stuff. Hope you don't mind I keep sending you all the junk we don't want in the house anymore. Thanks, Mom, I guess. We then decide to sell our produce and extra bugs. Not a bad profit, really. We summon our sentient watering can, but miscalculating, still not really getting that the game sees those giant-ass herb gardens as a singular plot, so we do more watering than we needed to by hand. Back to catching bugs, because money. We've also pretty much cleared the farm of everything else but trees, which we're keeping, not really for any particular reason, other than that I like having them around. So after petting our friends, checking the daily chest haul, and watering the garden, there isn't really anything else we can do. Hellkitten wonders if soul blobs taste nice. At least she shut up about the fish deal. We're gonna need a drying rack if we have any hopes of making ourselves a potion, but they require softwood, which isn't a resource we've encountered yet. With a bit of logic and guesswork, we decide to cut down a birch tree, which does yield softwood. So we sacrifice a few of them for the greater good before crafting 3 drying racks, which is kind of excessive. The googly garlic is the only herb we have ready, so as an experiment, we dry it. And it takes roughly the same amount of time as a lap around the farm. Kind of imagined it'd be done the next day. We shall mourn the birch trees who have unnecessarily lost their lives. We try to hit a few more fish on the head before turning in early for the night. This morning we've got a letter from Dad, who only refers to us as offspring, and tells us that we'll receive all the furniture he was going to take on his trip. Why was he taking furniture on his trip? We're gonna need more chests for this. The herbs are ready to be harvested this morning. Was the garlic that fast? I feel like it took longer. Anyway, in general excitement, I foolishly dry all the herbs for the potion instead of just the honey onion. We catch another rare bug, a black beetle who is definitely just a spider in disguise. I guess no one told him that insects are only supposed to have 6 legs. We go and buy some more seeds from the toad merchant and plant them before realizing the dried herb mistake, so the potions will have to wait until at least the day after tomorrow. We catch some bugs and pet our friends before deciding to replace the current pathing in the game with the one that doesn't suck. And we then get way too excited when we realize the path we chose is in fact the same path as the one used on the way into our farm. We use all of our stone to make more, and then remember how much game devs love to make paths as inconveniently as possible, and it won't line up nicely, no matter what we do. At which point we're feeling well sick. You can even hear me on the recording say that I've pushed it too far and I'm probably going to be fucked for the rest of the day. And then we come back the next morning to finish up the first 7 days. We managed to fuck up the recording again. At least we recorded the audio separately this time, and instead offers a nice view of that audio recording. What did happen on day 7 was that we learned that even though the demo had been extended from 7 days to 30, we're still not allowed to leave the farm. So without much else to do in the game except decorate, I guess we'll leave the experiment here until the full game releases. Let me know if you'd like to see a full 100 days of Moonlight Peaks. And of course, if you liked the video, or you just had a good time hanging out with me, you could hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the game, on the 7-day experiment, literally anything at all. And of course, if you think you might like to do this again sometime, you could hit that subscribe button. But I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye!